Órale, Cholo Choc, los tres chingones, boxing shots, all the chingones y chingonas. All right, man. So in the undercard, we had Emiliano Vargas step in there against Alexander Espinosa. This sucker did not even last 1 minute. Not even 1 minute. This kid, man, Emiliano, can be something very special. Now, when I see him, I'm like, okay, yeah, I think he is something special. However, we're not going to know until the competition steps up. Him going in there and just beating one and beating this dude in less than a minute, um, it's not really doing much. Sure, it could bring some excitement a little bit, some eyeballs to his career. You get a lot of these guys that they get first round knockouts, right? And I mean, there's quite a few dudes, man, that it's like in the beginning of the career, they're knocking everybody out in the first round, second round. And then when the competition really steps up, it's like, he's not really not that good, man. As a matter of fact, he's a little bit more of a flop, right? I don't think that's the case when it comes to Emiliano. Okay. I don't, and I hope it's not. But dog, I'm not really sure why we need to be seeing him in fights like this. I mean, it's sure. I look, there's the saying of like, hey, you learn everything in training camp. So even if you didn't go a few rounds, you still learned a lot in training camp. But you got to do something in the ring, man. You got to put in some work. You got to go through a little bit of force, a little bit of gravity to fight against. You got to get pushed. And man, he's not. He's not. And I mean, I'm not blaming him. Hell, if he's too good for the guys that they're putting in front of him, he's too good for them. But the competition really needs to step up. We need to start seeing guys that are going to take him a little bit more to deeper waters, guys that are going to take his best punch, even if he looks good, even if he wins. We need to see him in there with guys, man, that he's just not going to just completely steamroll over. Guys that are going to put up a little bit of fight. Now, it's still somewhat early in his career. I definitely do not want this kid to get thrown into the wolves. Even though, man, even though, I mean, this kid looks like this kid looks like a top wolf with the sharpest teeth and the biggest bite already. However, he just looks like that. We don't know if he is. He could be. He could be. I would bet that he is. But this competition really needs to step up. Does it need to be against some of the top dogs right now? No, not exactly. But why don't you go ahead and get some guy who's, he's a veteran, a little bit washed up, but's been in there against, former world champions, probably was a world champion himself. Get him in there against somebody like that. Get him in there with somebody who's really experienced, maybe a little bit past their prime, kind of on their way out of the sport. Have him take him to deeper waters. See how he does against a real experienced guy. But man, I'm just telling you, this kid, I'm thinking this kid is special, man. This kid can be the next one. He definitely can, as long as he stays focused. As long as he stays focused. And since he only went under a minute, I mean, there's no reason why he shouldn't be back in the ring this year. But what's your guys' thoughts on Emiliano? I think this kid is special, man. I think this kid is going places. But we're not going to know until the competition really starts stepping up. We're not really going to know until he starts facing adversity. But you guys let me know. Cholo Choco, los tres chingones, boxing shots, all the chingones y chingonas. Catch you guys on next round.